Signed by Kelly, Kelly Rex right down here. She is a member of Factor, which is a creative co-op for artists and metal workers and IT people. This is a recyclable paper tree, and it started off with the inspiration of the round thing almost being a snowflake. Right. But then the more they worked with it, they started another symbol is the dove. How appropriate the dove is in light of the Pulse disaster. So there are all that kind of going into it. It can be completely deassembled and put in a box. You can see how it was cut out. They did laser cutting, 3D printing, that kind of thing. And everything in the rotunda is going to be white and made of paper. So everything here is environmentally and ecologically safe, and gives you an idea of what can be done in an innovative way. This was the inspiration for the tree. But you'll be interested that a lot of the other trees in there have taken off on that in some particular ways. So we can go right on in. Got about over 40 trees. And let's go over here. I want to tell you about this one because this is kind of exciting. The title of this 30th Festival of Trees is Art of the Holidays. And you see the print over there on the wall of the white birches. That is part of the Council of 101 corporate lease collection. So they bought that print for the museum. And this designer took her inspiration from the art to replicate what the artist was doing. I think that's fabulous. And to take that one step further, let me show you this. This is an Ikea tree. And now not only do the white boxes remind you of paper, like the paper in the rotunda tree, but they also were trying to tie into family and what the holidays should mean for the family. And they included the little kitchen set idea, trying to bring the kids together. So you have kind of that paper, look at the materials they've used on this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything is recycled. I mean, look at the jellyfish. Aren't they cute? So that you can see everybody is kind of picking up on the theme of being ecologically. Of course, there's some exceptions to that. Here is just look at this one, the swan tree.
Oh, the Legiolas.
Don't you love it?
It's like Lake Eola.
Yes.
All they need is a colorful fountain to come out.
It sort of looks like that with the feathers up there. I think, we had Fox TV here this morning, and they say, how long does it take you to plan your tree? Everybody say, well, maybe an hour, put the ornaments on. These are trees that have taken a little more time. Yes. Months.
We decorate these out of here.
And I love the oysters and the clam shells.
Oysters are great. That's so Florida.
Yeah. Well, here's a take on an animal tree. Orange County Animal Services and Art Museum. But I think it's awfully cute. All these, I think that's just darling. What do we have over will be raffled off. So for a $5 ticket, you might end up with a brand new tree to bring home.
They often get a lot of fun.
Look at that.
And of course, the form is not edible.
Right, right.
But the wings, the necklace, the bodice, the refreshments on the table. But that's kind of fun, you know, you can see and the, what's hanging down from the chandelier are still fairly traditional. And I think everybody wants to see the fairly traditional ones, but it is a lot of fun to see the unusual ones. Tree is this Renaissance Charter School. I mean, you have to mention that Santa will be here on the weekends, and he will also be here for a special event, Reindeer Romp, that is on Wednesday, next Wednesday. But here's Toyland Town. So every child that comes with mom and dad has an opportunity to do their Christmas shopping here. Now where's Kelly's? This is a tree that every one of the cards there is a reproduction of art that was solicited after the Pulse disaster. I guess there was a message that went out to artists in Central Florida saying, if you want to express in a painting or a piece of artwork your feelings about this disaster, send it in. Well, they thought maybe there'd be 10 pieces. They were overwhelmed with 300. And so Sam Flax made, you can see, these have been printed on sort of what you would call a translucent sheet, so that the light from the Christmas tree sort of makes it glow. And they're all in, well, memory of what happened and their feelings about it. So that ties into the dove that's on the rotunda tree. This is an installation by a group here that's a support group for the museum. And you can see each one of their ornaments is a takeoff on a masterpiece that the members of the associates created.
I love the topper.
I
That's
do
so
too.
cute.
Isn't that great? I saw it when it just had these, they put on the little blank easels. Look at the skirt. This all is part of it too. I just think people have, and the one behind her of Council of 101. I mean, it just looks elegant. This is by Full Sail, as you can tell. Everything that's part and parcel of this is recycled. They have been working on this for months. Come on up and take it.
This morning was the first time I saw this topper. And I went, oh my God.
I want you to see, they've gotten wine, corks, and fashioned the metal. Look at these. These, you can recognize what those are. Caps. You know, recycled paper. Look at the work that of putting all of that and cutting them out. Everything on the tree. I mean, even they found silk and refashioned that in some way.
93 feet of it. That was a lot of work.
That is done by the students at Full Sail.
Thank you.
So it ties into that idea of recycle again.
Beautiful.
You know, this is for everybody who has a tree or already wants to have a live tree. Look at this. Is that the most fabulous thing? Can't you just see that over one of those massive stone fireplaces, and you would hardly need anything else in your room? And some of these have already sold. We had pre-sale this morning, but also I think they use this as an advertisement for Festival of Trees. It's coming, you know, that type of thing. And it's sold over online. So there's a little bit of something for everyone here. Everything from, you know, the real magnolia leaves to, well, as you can see, Rudolph. Look at the elm.
That's beautiful.
Oh, they are. They're just, look at this duo. I know somebody who has Mackenzie Childs in her kitchen. What a perfect thing to have there. We have an awful lot of very talented designers. Up. Here we go. More wine. I always think those are a labor of love if you have to drink all that wine. This is cute. Look at all of these cute things. Oh my gosh, I know who designed that.